Hi, today we are going to be talking about maker spaces in the classroom. My name is Dallas Wilson, and this is for week 6 of ASU. So, maker spaces in the classroom. Now, a brief overview of what we're going to be talking about. Maker spaces supporting my learners, the learning process, evidence, and final product. So part 1, maker spaces supporting my learner. So what exactly is a maker space? Maker spaces encompass a wide range of materials and activities, from 3D printing to building doll houses to creating structures out of Legos. Diana Radina defines maker spaces as a place to gather, where students can gather to create, invent, tinker, explore, and discover using a variety of tools and materials. Now, this is a great quote from Mark Schreiber that emphasizes the simplicity and opportunities available to make a makerspace. Making starts with a mindset, and simple materials are all that you need to get started. There are resources all around you, materials hidden in plain sight, tools just waiting to be used for a creative purpose. And with a little dose of ingenuity, you'll have your students making in no time. As you can see from this quote, there was no need for fancy equipment or extensive resources. Anyone, any educator, has the availability to make a makerspace, which is part of the beauty of it. But why use makerspaces in the classroom? Are they worth the time, training, and expense? Absolutely. Makerspace design offers valuable benefits to the classroom. It can promote problem-solving skills, encourage exploration through hands-on activities, promotes collaboration between peers for idea generation and task completion. It stimulates creativity and imagination. It impacts students' perspective on the relationship between curriculum and reality, has a design-based learning that promotes independent learning and engagement. It can help children develop a vision about their future through exploring different craftsmanships. And it helps develop critical thinking skills through creation-based activities. One issue with makerspaces is selecting what types of materials and lesson plans to incorporate into the space due to the open-ended nature of makerspaces. So what are my plans for my makerspace? Legos. Legos are versatile, inexpensive, and engaging for my 3rd grade students. Specifically, I will use the Lego Education Maker tool, a feature of the Lego website, to generate ideas and lesson plans to apply to my 3rd grade classroom. Legos are inexpensive, require minimal training, can be donated via parents who have or other educators who have excess Lego supplies, and can be applied to a variety of different curriculum focuses. The Lego Education Maker tool is free to use and provides valuable supports for educators to implement the Legos. The Lego Educator tool can be found on the Legos website. Now, part 2, the learning process. Firstly, an educator must integrate the makerspace into the classroom. To begin, the educator should find a designated location to store and organize the Legos and other media. One misconception about makerspaces is that you need a huge space full of all kinds of supplies, when in reality, an educator can just find an area of the classroom to store the supplies and turn the classroom itself into a makerspace. Then the educator must select supplies, in addition to the Legos, to incorporate into the makerspace. This media can include cardboard, art supplies, tape, string. Then the educator must decide upon a lesson to incorporate into the makerspace. Using the Legos Educator tool found on the Legos website, teachers can find inspiration to incorporate into both the makerspace and curriculum. Now, how will I incorporate my makerspace? To incorporate it, I will base my makerspace project off of current curriculum to be able to tie in the two. For example, if I am teaching a lesson about Christopher Columbus, I can ask my students to design what they think the ship looked like in their Legos lab. Additionally, I will designate a weekly time for my students to participate in the makerspace. This makes the space an active element to my classroom and ensures that my students are able to benefit from it in the best way possible. Finally, I will collaborate with other educators to generate ideas, create projects with other classrooms, and gain inspiration. Will my learners be impacted by my makerspace? Absolutely. They will be able to experience social development through the collaboration and communication necessary. Their creativity will be sparked as they attempt to create something out of Legos and various media. They will build knowledge of both the curriculum and craftsmanship. They will be able to take risks, which will help them to learn from mistakes and develop innovative solutions to fix their risks. And they will accomplish all of this in a self-directed learning environment, which provides the motivation and the opportunity for growth. Part 3, Evidence and Final Product. Evidence of learning will be seen in 3 ways. The actual product or solution developed by my students. This product will not only reveal their efforts in finding a solution, but their understanding of the overarching educational goal. Secondly, the final product will be their increased interest in the actual curriculum that ties into the project made in the makerspace. Thirdly, it will be seen in their growth as a team. Through collaboration and generation, teams will be able to develop a closer relationship, which will result in increased collaboration and socialization skills. Now, this is an artifact from my class's makerspace. We were learning about symmetry in our curriculum, so I incorporated this lesson plan from the Legos Educator website. As you can see in the lesson plan, the basis of the Makerspace workshop for that week is to design something that has symmetry and a pattern. Now this is the final product created by one of my students. As you can see, they were able to create 2 faces that, although were different in colors, had perfect symmetry as far as the shape goes. You can see that they did 2, 3, 3, and even though they used separate blocks, they were able to create the same length and dimension. This shows that they expressed their imagination and grasped the concept of the curriculum. Now these are the references that I used. These are the articles, and this is the media references. Thank you for viewing.